Okay, is it? Oh, yeah, it's picking me up now. Comes out the 15th? Nice. The and which map are they bringing out now? Is it Apparition? Orca, thanks for the check-in. Oh, the underwater map for ASE. Oh. Wow. That's cool. So we're on bag 9 because this is where we ended. Nope, I have it on. My microphone wasn't working again today. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I'll be interested. Send me that trailer, though. Do you have a link to the trailer? Just message me that link, because I would like to see. Or is it on the... Is it on their page? But all their trailers are kind of vague, though. Yeah. So we got our building map, but it's smaller than this, so we'll see how it goes. I got it. Just an announcement video. Okay. Was it a fan-made thing? Or was it actually Wildcard who made it? Wildcard, okay. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they just tried to save money. That's my announcement. Weird. Can you guys hear the crumple of the bag? That means my stupid NVIDIA broadcast is not working. Dumb. That was one of the reasons I did it. Weird. Okay, well, it is what it is. At least you guys can hear me.
this is Eric Singer, drummer for Kiss. Listen with
I'm assuming, yeah, because I can see that you guys can hear me. One of those. Oh. Hopefully the bag crinkle is okay. It's not bad. Maybe it's just reducing it. So, besides, the one person that told me that it bothered them is not around anymore. Yeah. I fixed the height of my chair. It doesn't go up and down anymore, but it was sinking to the ground. And so I got little... Oh, where did the extra one go? Oh, yeah. You just saw a video about Subnautica 2? Oh, I know that the cold zone or cold zero something. I watched the Chunks play it. I got little things like this. I know. We're done with the crinkle okra or orca. Not okra. Yeah, so this is the little... I got little rings like this to go around it. And it stays up now. Because the piston... I guess the gas piston was out. So, yeah, so I've watched a lot of the... I guess is it Sub-Zero? Where they're in the cold biome. But, I was looking forward to Subnautica 2, because it's a multiplayer, is what I understand. Below Zero, that's what it was. Yeah. But we'll see. I don't know why they would fire them, though. All because of a sales bonus? That's dumb. Okay, so then that one goes there. Yeah, that's my issue too. Is I could play a single player, but I don't last very long. Speaking of that, Bearded, is I have a game that we could play together that I want to try at some point. My son and my wife played through it, Split Fiction, and it's on a share plan, so you don't have to buy it because you can just play it off of my game. But we should play that together sometime. I think that would be fun, and stream that. They had fun, so that'd be. I think that would be fun. Okay, one of those. Only one of the water bricks. Water bricks. And a clear 1x1 plate. There it is. how are you enjoying it? My wife and son really liked it. My son really wanted to play it, and play it with uh with his mom, and I wanted to play it. Um, so I've played It Takes Two with my wife and with Bearded, and I've played A Way Out with my wife. I don't think Bearded. We haven't played A Way Out, have we? I don't think so. But those were fun. I liked those. Um, my wife said I cheated on A Way Out because at the end, I don't want to give it, but because of what happens at the end, and my character won. She thought I cheated because I was better at playing with the keyboard and mouse, and she was with a controller. But she can't play with keyboard and mouse, because she grew up with controllers. So she said I cheated, and I'm like, I'm just better. But she's like, okay, well, when you play with Bearded, he's gonna beat you. I'm like, probably. Yeah, but I think I would really like the yep. Although, for years I played on a really crappy system, and I am significantly better than what I used to be. And I've never been a huge, I am way more of a builder than a fighter, but I do love playing together, things that are together, and so that's why I loved both It Takes Two and A Way Out. Orca, you might think about playing what is the Unraveled? I believe it's Unraveled. Unraveled 2. I think it is. Because that's also a 2-player game. And it takes... Yeah, it's fun. Oh, you thought there was a kick because she beat you in the end? There could be a character advantage. I don't want to spoil it, but I'm trying to say, because you've played it, but I don't want to spoil it for Bearded. But there's 2 different players, or 2 different characters. One of them was the one that did not go visit. My wife's character was the one that had the kid and the girlfriend at the trailer park, and mine was the other character. And I don't know if you played the character that had the kid at the trailer park, because that's when my wife was, and there might be a disadvantage to that character. So if that's what you think, that is a possibility. I tried to put it in a way that doesn't give away the actual ending. But if you know the ending, it makes sense that it would slightly be skewed towards the other. One, two, three, four. One, two. Three, 4. Okay. Yeah, I think. Hmm. Oops. Hmm. And then I think. Two of these. Okay, so we got all three of those, all seven of those. These are the only two. I really should pull these out before I start placing them so I don't lose track of if I put them down or not. Oops. I believe it's the smaller one. Yep, and that one. One, two, three, four, five, six, and that one. Okay, so one of each of those. Let's right into that blue one. Her spamming technique was better somehow. Keep telling yourself that, or my wife was so mad that I beat her. So mad. A lot of like aiming is actually. I think aiming is hard. I don't know if there was a difference between a controller and a PC for you guys, or if it was all on. You know, because I could, even though we were playing on the PC, I played the keyboard and mouse, and she played on the same computer with the um, with the controller, because she's better at moving with the controller and everything. But to me, that's harder to aim. So I don't know if that was a factor or not. But regardless, we had a lot of fun. Plus, her and I are both competitive, so the fact that and it has to come down to one character or the other. So one of those. Two of those. One of those, one of those. One of these. My daughter has a friend over and they are screaming in the other room. Two of those. Okay. So we put this together. Like that. That covers the blue. Doing the shoreline here. Okay. I think we got it. Oh, there's the green. You guys could probably see it, but I couldn't. Okay. So it gets placed like that, and then so I like the green, the white. They do that to actually make it easier. So as they're doing the instructions, you can see the instructions here. But like the different colors, like you can see, like here is yellow, orange, lime green, light yellow, green, lime green, orange, stuff like that is all just, it's all going to be covered up. But you can see even over here that there's a green piece. It all helps you reference and so know where, hey, to put that on. So at some point we're going to put something on top of this. There's this orange piece right in here. But that's, that orange piece, you can see it right here. Kind of for references. And then when you get to, they all get covered up, but it makes it easier. I like that Lego does that. Not, some of the others don't do that. They just keep the same colors. But Lego actually thinks about making it easy to know exactly where you're placing things. And we can see, hey, it's right by this blue piece. I'm going to pull all the pieces out, though. One of those. One of those. A3. Tan 3-piece. Mm-hmm. There it is. See, I just couldn't see it. I picked it up. You guys probably could. Mm-hmm. So we're putting on top of the green. And this one goes next to the yellow with that one right there. It's hard to see from that angle, the green and the versus the tan. If I, oh my goodness, I don't have this light on. Maybe that's part of the reason why. There we go. My bad. those two upside down ones. There's an upside down one. There's an upside down one. One of those. One of these and one of these. I think that's this one. No, it's not. It is. We have an upside down one because we make other upside down. Right there, just lower than that. Okay. Let's pull one of these out. One of those. A light blue. What did you say was coming out? The 15th? It's in 3 days. Yeah. That's Wednesday? No. Tuesday? Tuesday, I might be going to the Batman, or not the Batman, the Superman movie with my son. He really wants to go. Oh, wait. There was 2 of those. And I only put 1 on there. I'm glad I caught that right as I was switching away. Two red ones. 2 gray ones. And 1 yellow pip. There. Okay. Those. Triangle. So, Bearded, I was talking with Twister after you left last night. And I wonder what you thought about tomorrow doing the Overseer. Mm-hmm. Why tonight? I mean, three of those. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I mean, I don't know what I'm doing tonight, but... I don't see where these go. Oh, there they go. Right there. Right there. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Champ, thank you for
Champ friend just raided
the
with
raid.
5 viewers.
Oh, thank you, Chili. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, Champ. Welcome, Chili. Welcome, Dita. Thank you. You're playing Helldivers 2. Nice. How was the liberation today? Hopefully it was good. Hello, hello. We are working on our Hogwarts castle. Putting some Legos together. Hopefully you guys were successful. Liberating Hogwarts. Well, right now we're working on the staircase down to the boathouse. But, you know, I think we're doing okay. Thank you. Thanks, Chili. I appreciate it. Thanks you for shouting out, Champ. I appreciate that as well. We tried to get some super credits. Some new stuff coming on Thursday. Nice. Gotta find those phallic rocks. I don't know if the super credits are there, if those are just regular stuff. Did I just do this? I did that step already. Yeah. Super rare samples. Okay. Did you have any luck getting them? You said you tried. So hopefully you were able to get some. Oh, so you did get... I see. That makes sense. You got 100, you need like 350 more. Oh, 350 more, not 300. I first thought that was 350 total, so I'm like, oh, you need 250, but... Holy cow. Should be doable without taking a loan out from the bank. Well, say you have... Yeah, so you still have... You know... It's 1,000 in total for the new stuff, always. Holy cow. So you have about 650. Hopefully you'll make it. You should be able to make it. You still have a couple days before Thursday. So, yeah. That'll be good. I enjoy your Helldiver streams. I like watching you go kill the bugs and the robots and stuff. Yeah. Oh, you can buy the super credits for real money? That makes sense. They want to they make it hard so that people will buy them. That makes sense. Okay. Oh. Where did this? We're gonna move that just a little bit. So we can see Helga Hufflepuff was famous for her culinary charms and spells, and many of her delicious recipes are still served at school feasts. Awesome. That's not one that I knew. Buying super credits. You know, that's a pay-to-win thing. And that gets frustrating when you can buy something that you can just get in-game. Here, as I talk about, you know, recently talking about how much I've spent in other games. But that's not pay to win. That's just pay to look pretty. But we don't want to talk about that. Yeah, it's always nice to be able to just, instead of paying... Yeah, I knew you would know exactly what I was talking about. Those of us who are all in that same boat. No. Well, that's true. So if you play regularly, you would normally get it. And that keeps them coming back and giving you a reason to keep playing, you know. So that's nice. But yeah, you've been playing other games recently, which is fair. It's also nice. Too much Stellar Blade. Yeah. Chili, we're all... Most of us who play that game, cough, cough, are all guilty of that same thing. We were talking about how much... Like, we don't need to spend that much, but we still do. Yeah. Yeah, if Helldivers is your main game, then you have no issues getting enough. Yeah, or you have to say, okay, well, I'm not going to get this, you know, content update, or I have to, you know, if I really want it, I have to then just, it's like a, I guess if it's like a, when you say content, is it like a DLC? Champ, we already said we don't talk about it. Yes. Yes. But the answer to your question, Champ, is yes. Well, yeah, a little bit. Anyway. Yeah, it's... The problem is it's like a nickel and dime, so it doesn't feel as bad. You know, it's just a little bit here and there, and then it just adds up over time. Yeah, there are... You can do it for free, yeah. It's a set of new equipment that you can unlock with super credits, and then you get to purchase it with in-game medals. Okay. That's cool. So is it actually better weapons, or is it just how the character looks? Oh, okay. New guns. I don't know if Chili was answering the Rust question or emotes, so it has to be the Helldivers. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But I'm like, it would actually fit for either game because I realize there's emotes and everything too. Normally it's a new primary, secondary, and support weapon and a backpack. And some cosmetic. They do a good job of balancing. That's nice. Well, and sometimes if you get busy and you like fall behind, you can just catch up without having to go, okay, now I have to dedicate, X amount of time playing when something came up IRL or something like that, but you can still keep up with your favorite game. So that's cool that there is but nice that you can just play the game and get it all as well. Okay, so you don't have all the war bonds, but you can still keep up with, some of the players that do. You might not have as quite a fancy as gun, but now if Champ had a fancy gun and dropped it, would you be able to pick it up and use that? Okay. You just can't spawn with it. I know, because in some games they don't let you. It's like you haven't bought that or you haven't earned it, so you can't use it at all, which is tough. But if Champ dies, you can steal his weapons.
Thank you for listening to Seaberg1000.com. To support our station, check out our web store on the site. We also have an eBay store.
Okay, so it's not superior, it's just personal preference. Nice. So you can get along without it. It's not like, oh, I can't progress, these type of people are better with this. It's just preference. That's nice. Well, that's like a lot of different games. It's like you each have your play styles, and so some guns work better for you in a certain case than another gun. There. Because I could imagine, like, you, Watman, and Chili each having slightly different play styles, and so being able to play, so using different, or having preferences for different types of guns, things like that, which actually makes probably playing it better because you have a rounded out type of team. Even though there could be some overlap with, I like this gun and, so do I. But like you're playing with, I mean, you play a lot with Watman and Chili, but I've seen you play with a bunch of other different players too, which is nice to be able to get different things and just change it up a little bit. I think I've seen you play, with several people like Hard CPP, and I think that's how he says it, and a couple other players. Oops. Oh. Oh. I just realized based on where that green piece went that everything gets shifted one that way. So it's straight there. Yep, that's better. It's not hard to do with the Legos, and it's just... I mean, I'm just glad I realized it now instead of, trying to build it up and, you're 2 inches deep and you're like, this piece doesn't fit. Because you messed up a while ago. Weekends are for gaming. I touch grass in my backyard sometimes. Yeah. I go out during the week, but, well, I actually do a lot of stuff on the weekend, too. Because that's when my wife and I are both not working. So it all depends. I'm intermixing things. In fact, I was telling Bearded earlier, I'm going to go see the new Superman movie. It came out today. I think I'm going to go see it with my son this week. I still have to buy tickets, but... because he really wants to see it. And I think it would be fun to go with him. He wanted to go today. Gaming sounds the best. Yeah, well, that's hard. This is celebrated and so tolerated. Well, I'm glad that we celebrate you instead of just tolerate you. Why did... the party parrot didn't come through. Oh, it did on the... stream. What did I not have installed that's... yeah. I wonder if one of my things is out of date. Yeah. Mm-mm. Where does... oh, not that. Where... this. Okay. No worries. Yeah, get your stuff IRL done. And lurking's always appreciated. Hopefully there's not 15 hours worth of housework. Because that would not be cool. Well, yeah. Well, that would just mean that whatever happened during the 15 hours of gaming, someone's going to be in trouble for. Either Milo or Peter or somebody else. Because if you're right, if your apartment took 15 hours, that would be insane. Hopefully you had fun playing your RimWorld, though. I'm sure you'll play more of it as it's coming. I had a question for you, and I don't remember what it was. So when I remember, I'll ask you sometime later. I don't think it was pressing, so I'm not worried about it. One of those. Two of these. Come on. Two of those. Okay. First. And that one. I think it's even just putting the little thing on there, making it a little different. And they have a different angles and from different heights. Makes the rock look pretty cool. How they do all of that. Very impressive how they give the texture with Lego. Okay. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not normally an extra piece. Oh, I see. I missed it on this step. Right there. Okay. These two. This is our leftovers from to it. See, these small pieces are what's typically left over. Bag 10. I saw the water piece and thought it was a lightsaber. I saw this. See, it's really a flat piece, but I saw it like that. And instantly thought lightsaber. I'm like, why is there a lightsaber in... I was talking with Tinker Glitch about the bags, and when I did my, I don't know if you can see you see my bamboo up there? Yeah. When I was doing this bamboo, I'll grab it. So I was doing the bamboo plant. All of the bags were the new paper bags. Which is cool. I like that they're recyclable, but I ran into something where you can't see through them, and I didn't know if you can't just look and say, yep, everything's out of there. I had to spread it to make sure that everything was out of it. Which is, I mean, it's not bad. It's just different. Okay, Champ, thanks for being here. Much appreciated. You know, I get it. Being done with, go get some food, go get some rest, whatever. Thank you again for the raid and for hanging out. Much appreciated. And we'll catch you another time. If I see you again later today or not, whatever. I get it. So, but thanks again. One of those and 7 of these. Oftentimes when you've been playing and streaming, it's nice to just 6, 7. When someone is streaming, it's nice to raid them, but sometimes it's nice also to just step away. So I totally get it. One of those. Okay, so we start with that one, and then 2 of these. 1, 2, we're building up the water. Clear one. So my son's phone was having issues yesterday. Kind of a funny thing. And so we were talking about going. Birdie, hello. I love that. That is an awesome emote. That's such a cool emote. Oh, that's Singing Sabers emote. Thank you for the bits and thank you for the hello. Welcome on in. so I was saying my son, I don't know what he did to, like, it lost connection to the cellular network. So it could make a call from home because it would connect to the Wi-Fi and make the call. And he could text, but he couldn't make a call. Like, it was weird. So we were talking about it yesterday, and maybe going today to get it fixed. And as we were talking about it, I said, well, we could, because it's an iPhone, I said we could take it to the Apple Store. And my daughter, without missing a beat, this is Bear Cookies, she says, yeah, Dad would love to go down to the Apple Store, knowing full well that right around the corner is the Lego store. And my wife's like, oh, you'd want to go? And I'm like, sure. And my daughter starts smiling. And once she saw the big smile on me, she realized, oh, you want to go to the Apple Store so you can stop at the Lego store. So she did. She spent a few hours yesterday figuring out the phone. So number one, we don't have to take the phone to to the Apple Store to get it fixed or anything. But she's like, unfortunately, I figured it out, so no trip to the Apple Store for you.
Chen4M1 just followed.
10-4, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Welcome on in. It's actually it's probably an A. Soonman? Yeah. I don't know how to say your name, but I appreciate it. TSU Tsunami. Did I get it right? It's a tsunami. I think that's what it is. With the A and the one, the 4 is an A, and the one, I should know that because I use a 3 for an E. Yeah, I think it's tsunami. Yeah, welcome on in. Much appreciated. I really like. I like that name. It's cool. So my face probably lit up when I figured it out. I think, yeah. My TTS didn't know. It was 10-4, but mine is in TTS is always map 3R. Yeah. Anyway, welcome on in. So we're building the Lego Harry Potter castle, which is Hogwarts. This is the day 3. We usually get through 4 bags a day. We're on bag 2. So we're making pretty good progress. Yeah. Yeah, so my wife was excited that she fixed the phone for multiple reasons. Number one, we don't have to fix the phone, and they're not going to try and charge us. Because we were talking about Verizon would the phone carrier would charge us for it, but the Apple Store wouldn't. But then if there was something wrong, then they would want us to buy a phone, that kind of thing, which is kind of normal. But so she wanted to get it done, and when she realized that I would take it down to the Apple Store because there's also a Lego store right there, she's like, we'll see. So she figured it out. She was happy. I have a friend of mine, an IRL friend, that has a bunch of Legos, like more than me, and he collects sets and stuff like that, and so he likes to see if all of the pieces are there and do something. So we might. So we were hooking up an idea that it's like I can put sets together for the stream and see what's missing and catalog some of that stuff. And so I get content. I get to build the Legos. I don't have to find somewhere to store it. I can then just either then like disassemble it and give it back to him with a list of stuff that's missing, or give it back to him whole and he can disassemble it, whatever. But we titled it a Lego library because he has he loves to collect things, and Legos is one of the things he collects. So I'm stoked about that. Da, da, da. Two, 3, 4, 6. I'm thinking of doing another build, an offline build again, and putting it to a YouTube video again, because I think I liked that last one. But I made a huge mistake not having the mic working, and I didn't check that. Shame on me. Although, I mean, it happens. Same thing happened today as I started. Bearded popped in and I said hello to him, and I saw the thing did not move, and I went, oh crap. So I heard and fixed it. So super fast fix, really, before I even switched. I was still on my starting soon screen. But if we do it, I won't have to do as much. If any of you have seen that Lego YouTube video, there was no sound, so me talking is a voiceover, which I kind of like that. I might do the voiceover thing again, but every time I go to pick something up, I recorded a bunch of sounds like this and just put them in there and cut little pieces, made them longer, shorter through the whole thing. So every time I went to grab a piece, that audio is added in there. And I've told some people that, they're like, and it was enough that they were like, wow, that actually sounded really good. And I'm like, well, thank you. It was a lot of work though. So if I can do it with just the regular audio, that would be nice. But I've got a whole bag of sets that I'll do for actual YouTube videos. I think that would be fun. I used to do playthroughs of different things on here. And then I would chop them up and put them on YouTube videos. I do put all of my VODs on YouTube, and I know with this castle, I'm going to take all the streams and just put them all together, high speed setup, so things will move because as I moved, this thing right here, as I move the box, stuff like that. But so there'll be little changes, but they'll happen. But it'll be a fun little thing of the whole entire. Oh, what did I push? Oh, that was the snakes in the Chamber of Secrets. Bump that to Chamber of Secrets' sake, snakes. So that's the cool thing about this is some of these did have some really cool builds. You know, you have potions down here. Mirror Air set, the giant chess match. This is bumped it and hit the Devil's Snare, Chamber of Secrets. A couple of different things in the different ones. So super fun. Okay. We need the green one. Oops. And one of those. Okay. So, at the end here, we put our green right there as our reference. Okay. Boom. That's one. 3 of these. 1, 2, and 3. And that. Okay. And these 3. Something's going. Oh, that's got to be the boathouse or something going there. That's the boathouse right there. Three of those. 1, 2, 3. Two of those, one of those, and 1, 2, 3 of these. Okay, I don't know. Okay, So one of them goes right there. Oops, that's already there. There, one of these. Hi, Bantius. Thank you for the lurk. Much appreciated. Lurkers are always welcome here. In fact, a lot of times I am lurking at other people's streams as I'm playing or doing whatever else. Okay. One of these and one of these. And our thing says, the legacy of Godric Gryffindor lives on in the Sorting Hat, a solution to how students would be fairly sorted into their houses. Okay. Random piece of history. That makes sense why the sword comes out of the Sorting Hat, the Sword of Gryffindor. One of those. Those. And one of these. Ow. One of those. Two of these sloped pieces. A lime green piece. And an olive green. And that one goes on top. One of those. One of those. And one of these. Making some sand, I'm guessing. Two of those. 2 of these. We make one of those. Slanted.
Greetings to our listeners. This is Denny Hankla, your Seaberg
Seaberg
1000
1000.
host, speaking to you from our studios in Los Angeles, California. We love hearing from our listeners, and in particular, what city and country you're listening from.
I have an
Please
itch
visit our
on
website
the top
at
of my knuckle.
seaberg1000.com and send us a message or email us directly at seaberg1000@yahoo.com. Thanks, and enjoy the music.
Okay. 2 of those. We're going to finish our pathway. Two of those and 1 of those. Okay. And then these 2. There. Finish our trail all the way down. To the boathouse. One of those. One of those. A green slope piece. Which goes right there. Hmm. I don't know if that helps any being able to see. They are vastly different colors though. This one, that one right up, right, oh, right there. This camera is a little different color than this one. And that's okay. This one's a much better camera. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so we got one of those. One. Two of those. And two of those. That's just a path. Looking at the giant box. And we can see it's just a path. Going down there. Oh, funny, you can see it. That one. Oop, I need two of those. And one of these. Okay. Oh, now we make the little... Set that there. There's our castle. This is still a pretty small build area, though. Okay. This one and this one. This snot brick. No, that is not the right piece. 2 of those and 1 of those. Okay. And then this one goes on the other side. Oops. Very clever. Oh, not that one yet. Now this one. And here. Right there. Every year on September 1st, enchanted boats carry new first-year students from where they leave the Hogwarts Express at Hogsmeade Station across the Black Lake, where they arrive at the Hogwarts Boathouse. Okay. Those are our leftover pieces for this time, which seems normal. We'll add them to the rest of our pieces from this set. $11. Lots of dark blue. Oh, because the lake gets deeper. Very clever. I never even noticed that. So the shallower versus the deeper water. Oh my word. It's brilliant. Yeah. I'm actually going to take all of the non-blue pieces out. So this tray is just going to be these hide together, so I'm just separating them out real quick. I did not know that one was still in there. That's a solid color. Okay. So, 2 of those. 3, 4, 5, and 6 of those. So we start over here. This is where the drum string, the boat from drum string is going to go. Two, 3. Those and 1, 2 of those. Oh, that's white, not clear. Okay. Five of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Almost looks like a swirly, twirly gumdrops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're up in this area. 1, 2. Fill those in. 3, 4, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. $31. That's probably the rest of these. They're all running this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31 of them. Okay, our water's done. Recreational activities around the Black Lake are usually discouraged unless you are in good terms with the Grindylows. This model, however, should be safe for witches, wizards, and muggles alike. That's good. We don't want to fall in because we didn't put any Grindylows in. Two of these. One of those. One of those. One of those. There it is. And one of these, which goes... I don't see where this one goes. Oh. Right there. One of those. Two of those. One. One of each of those. Ba-dum. Two of these. One, two, and then one of each of these. Bam. One. digging. And then got it. Okay. Oh, we are getting chunky. There we go. Oops, oops. A lot more of the same. We're filling in the green grass areas. Two of these. Two of those. One of those. Two more of these. Jeez, I didn't realize it didn't change that much. Oh, three of these. Two. Three of those. Yet, only one of these. Wonder why there's a hole right here. This hole right there, that's the one I'm wondering about. It's for your brick separator holder. Now, if they build something using... That goes in there, because that holds it pretty tight. And you can come out easy. But then it came off. That would be interesting. You thought I was making Alcatraz? Dude, that would be awesome. No, this is Harry Potter. I mean, right there is Harry Potter Castle. But I would totally make Alcatraz. 100%. That would be awesome to put little... Especially if, like, on the inside, there were little things like this all inside. So there's just cells. No, so this is just the Harry Potter Hogwarts castle. One more. A little handmade raft sinking in the sea, yeah. Instead of the drum string boat right here, it's just... That would be hilarious. You could probably make it out of this set. Because you could get to probably right here. The instructions are the same with this. Yeah. And then just the castle part is different. Hmm. One of those and one of these. Probably hard to see what I'm doing. I don't know if that would help. That might help. Okay. One of those. Oops. Wrong one. We need that one. Okay. These are so close to the same shade, it's hard to tell. Extensive battle damage after you did the models. You know, a lot of people like to weather them, you know, their models that they build and stuff like that. Which I don't think I'd ever weather it. But I would change up a thing just to make it a little different. I totally do that. Okay, so that one. That one. Oh, we're going to book 2. Oh, this is what it's supposed to look like. Okay. Which means I need to open up a different file. We do it. We did it. You'd fire. I would find old Navy photos of damaged ships and try to replicate it. Your family thought you were nuts. No. This is the only piece we had left over for this one. $12 through $22. Which bag 12. Right here. Okay. So now...
Thank you for listening to Seaberg1000.com. To support our station, check out our web store on the site. We also have an eBay store. Search Seaberg Music Library, Inc.
Nope. Let's change. We'll get it. There we go. Okay. No, it still needs to go over. There we go. That's close. Okay. This is our model. That's the box. We'll build right here. See, this feels better because I feel like I had everything in front of me. One. And then okay, underneath. Ooh. Those, and then 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. And then that goes. What's for dinner? That's a really good question. I don't know. I kind of want to have Chinese food, but sometimes it's not up to me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hello, Panda. You had beef and mushrooms with rice? That actually sounds good. But I'm not a fan of mushrooms. You gotta find something not too old to put in the air fryer. Dude, air fryers are awesome. We found these little inserts. They're like parchment paper. Oh, 8 of these. Parchment paper inserts that go in there, and that was super awesome. Because you don't have to clean it. You don't have to. You just get the. You just pull it out. You just can't if you heat up the air fryer, you can't put them in there to heat up because they float and then they burn on the top because they hit the coils. But beef with rice sounds yummy. And you can have all. I'm glad to give you all the mushrooms. Those are a little crooked. There we go. We got them on straight now. Now we're putting another one on top and doing the same thing again. Three. 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You bought some minute rice with mushrooms. Not too good. You know, minute rice is really good. I love minute rice. I'm gonna take this off and put it together. Actually, nope, that's the wrong thing. I am skipping a step. Well, you're right. The minute rice stuff I don't do a lot of. What I do is, I wasn't supposed to do 8 of those. That's the next step. I'm supposed to do 8 of these. We do the rice in the pouches. Because I can do regular rice, you know, where you boil it on the stove or in a rice cooker. But we like these. I guess they're Uncle Ben's. They're little pouches, and they take like 90 seconds in the microwave. But they just sit on the shelf. Throw them in the microwave for 90 seconds. You know, you open the pouch to let it vent in 90 seconds. Those are really good because someone at work told me about it. Because I was making Spanish rice, and I was cooking the regular rice, putting it in, you know, then putting the salsa and the stuff in it to make it like homemade, doing it. Those are good. Somebody told me, like, try that. So I tried it, and it was better than my homemade stuff. And I was just like, okay, well, it is what it is. So we do that kind of. We've got some of them are better than others. There's different flavor packages. We've got some that are we like the we've done, I think it's basmati, we've done the just regular white rice, we've done brown rice, and a couple of different stuff. We've tried shoot, I can't remember the name of it. We tried a couple different things, and it's good. Same, except for I am the same way with you, Panda, but when it comes down to how much time do I want to spend in the kitchen after being at work for, 9 or 10 hours, do I really want to go and spend, another hour in the kitchen cooking, and so, still have decent, food, but it's fast. We like that. So on weekends we get, different stuff. But I also have picky teenagers. My kids won't eat rice. I don't know why. But then again, as a kid, I wouldn't eat rice. I was like, rice is the devil. I wouldn't. And then it was like, as soon as I grew up, I moved out of my parents' house, I started liking rice. Oh no. It was off in the other one. Well, yeah. I agree with you there, Panda. Come to find out, my parents liked making rice-a-roni. And it wasn't the rice I didn't like. It was the... I guess it's Formica stuff. It's like the fake. It wasn't even real macaroni with the rice-a-roni, but that fake crap that's what I didn't like. And I remember, and so I assumed it was all rice. And I remember getting in an argument with my dad when I was a kid, and he's like, "Are you gonna eat it?" And I'm like, "No." And he'd put another scoop on. "You gonna eat it?" "No." Put another scoop on it. And finally, my mom was like, "Just stop." But I had to sit there until I ate it. And I sat there for 2 or 3 hours after dinner because I refused to eat it. And this is before, like, no electronics, no nothing. I just sat there because I was like, I'm not going to eat it. I don't like it. My mom finally came in and threw it away. It's just walk away. She's like, we're not telling your dad. I'm sure my dad knew, but we couldn't give in, and they realized he's not going to eat it. He'll sit there, and my dad, yeah. But I plain white rice, I started loving that, and I love doing that. Like I said, I would have rice with the Chinese food that I would make tonight. Okay, that one and... Weird. Maybe I go get Chinese food. That would be yummy. I don't know if the family would go for that though. We could just make it. Same thing with the beets. You'd stay there for hours till it's time. Yeah, that's basically what I did. I stayed there till it was time for bed. And then my mom finally went, okay, just go to bed and just throw it away. Because, yeah, I didn't like it. But beets are still evil. Although I would rather eat beets than mushrooms. Honestly. Maybe that's weird. I don't know. Well, it's probably just because I'm like, oh, I found when I got a haircut last, one little spot that didn't get cut very well, and it's super long. It's been like 3 weeks since I've had a haircut. No, but the I just mushrooms are fungus. That's what they are. And I'm like, I know people eat it. I know they're washed. I know all this stuff. Okay. What is wrong with these instructions? Okay. Look at this one right here. See this one? This is a picture of how it's supposed to look, and you only get one piece, just the blue one. Why is it showing the green one there? And then here, I got out this piece and this piece. And I was like, wait, I need another one of these? But where does it go? And that's when I realized, I'm like, where does this piece go? That piece was placed in the step before we even were supposed to get it. Yeah. There's occasionally mistakes like that in... I wonder if it's like that in the actual book. Or if it's just the PDF instructions. Nope. It's like that in the book, too. Probably not a big enough mistake that they actually are going to reprint them. Because people can figure it out. Okay. Two of those and one of these. Directions are open to interpretation. That sounds like it came from Red Green. Oh, this is gonna go right here on our because it goes at an angle. Yeah. One of those. One of those and one of these. 3. A blank. Okay. And then okay. Hello, Nancers. How are you? I thought you would be at the airport or at dinner. I'm doing fantastic. Wait, these guys just brought up dinner foods, and now I'm hungry. We're building. So here's our castle base. Uh-oh. That camera is frozen. Is it on? Yeah. Wow. I don't know. You're good. The plane was delayed? Okay. Well, that's good. I don't know what to do. Like, I've never had the nice cameras still fine. No? Yeah, yeah, it's, in all the scenes, it's messed up. If I unplug it, it's going to... Alright, I'll figure it out next time. Probably restart will fix it. Let me... figure out which one it's plugged into. That one. Okay. So what if we just... Nope. Well, that was the light. Not that one. Now it's not going back on. Let's do... Yay! I just had to refresh it. Fixed it. There. Okay. Yeah. Well, safe travels on your journey to your airport, and hopefully you have a good dinner now that I'm thinking about food. Okay, so we got 329. Okay. Snot brick. Which is not like snot coming out of your nose. It is, yeah, for me it is for sure. Because I usually get home from work at 5 and then... Well, thank you. And so it's like nearly 5 o'clock for me. 5 p.m. And that's usually when I come home and then start dinner. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, not that one. Hey, I appreciate it. The castle is looking good. I'm having fun. When I'm done with the whole castle, I'm gonna take all the streams, put them together in a single video, sped up, and we can see the builds come together as I put it together. So we'll do one YouTube video. I did that with the typewriter. I don't know if I made it available to everybody, but I did that with the typewriter when one of my very first builds. It took me 5 streams and I put it together. I think it was a 20-minute video. But yeah, that was a good video. So I'm gonna do that. One. It is, and then single stud, yeah. Oh. There's a door one. Okay. Got 2 of those? Yep, 2 of these. That scared me. I thought it was going over. And I thought I was gonna have to go... I thought I was gonna have to mark that I had dropped another Lego. I don't know why that's like my... It's like, it's just... Like, it's kind of funny, but it's... It's like I'm afraid of that. Okay, I think I did that. I know, it seems funny. Ridiculous. I should be more afraid of losing the piece on this colored carpet than... Because it's like a brown and red and tan carpet. Like, easily this color would get lost. Nope, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about, hey, will this make me look dumb on stream? One of those. Why does it matter that it's... Why does it have to be one like this? Oh, I see why. Because it's... Okay. Travel safe. And we'll probably talk to... Yeah, I'll probably talk to you later. If, you know, I know you said you were going to be late tonight, but... I'm going to try and be there. I'm going to try and... Yeah. Have a good one, though. I've got a plan. Because Bearded also wants to do the Overseer tonight. And something... Oh, I remember what I was going to ask Chili. It was about Discord. I think I might know how to do both. Which would be awesome, because then that frees open Saturdays. You know. Yeah. Just... Okay, and then 2 of these. They go back to back. Oops. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I think we're going to be done there. And I think that's going to be end of the stream. I think because this will eventually go in and fit on right there. Yeah. Oh no, maybe it goes this way. It does, it goes that way. Cool. Yeah, let's pull this over. Because see, those things will line up right, and that's why that hole there is not a big deal. Because it gets covered up by that. But we've got to finish building it up first before we attach it. But that round thing goes in there. Sits right there. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Well, let's see who's live. Thanks everyone for being here. Bearded, thanks for hanging out. Bantius, thanks for coming in, being here. Chili, thanks for being here, for everything. Champ, thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. I appreciate the raid. If you guys don't know, champ friend. He plays a lot of Helldivers and things like that. Go check him out. Panda, thanks for lurking and hanging out. Birdie, always good to see you in the chat. Nancers, I'm sure you have left to go hang out, to go do. You had some IRL things that you had to do, but yeah. Chunks, thanks for being here. Much appreciated. Always good to have lurkers in the stream. Panda, thanks for being here and hanging out and lurking as well. Let's see who is live on Twitch. Ooh. Ammo Clip is live. He's a friend from before. So let's go. He's rated here before. So let's go. Still Wakes the Deep. Is that Chunks? Is that the one you were playing? I think it is. Yeah, I think so. Well, let's go raid Ammo Clip. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, I didn't realize it by the game title, but looking at the game, I went, that's the thing that you were playing. So yeah, let's go raid Ammo Clip. We'll be back, I believe, Wednesday of this week. Yep, we should be back Wednesday, probably for some PC games, and then another probably build on Saturday, because I like building on Saturday. Anyway, thanks everyone for being here. Let's go say hi to Ammo Clip. Have a good one. Bye!